Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. First things first, of course, thank you so much for spending some time with me by watching this video. This is just going to be a relaxing, chatty little color in for my sinking funds, and I want to make sure that I do this at least once a week, or I shouldn't say at least once a week, at least during the weeks where I actually add funds or subtract funds from them. So this is my budget planner. This is a big happy planner with a tulle notebook cover, and I do understand that this notebook cover has been discontinued for those of you who have asked about it. It is by Tulle, T-U-L, and the design of it is called Brilliance. So if you are on the corner of the internet or maybe somewhere like eBay and you want to check it out and see if you can find one, this color is also called Rose Gold. So I'm just going to open up to my charts, and I have a lot of trackers here in this budget planner, and this is an old one that I paid off some credit card debt, and I like to hold on to these because it just makes me feel I guess a little bit of a sense of accomplishment, you know, having them in here and being able to look back on, you know, how far I've come, or, you know, maybe if I've had some setbacks or things like that. I think that any progress is good progress, and I think that you should also be mindful and have reminders of setbacks, because I think we all learn from those. So these are just some dividers that I made on my own. And I use these Avery tabs. I have these listed in the description. I love them because they are repositionable. And you could also, if you wanted to reuse the tab itself, instead of writing directly on it, you could write on a label or something like that, or create a label for it. I do have a label maker. I think I have that link below too. I really like the look of that. So I kind of wish I would have done that, but it's okay. These will work. All right, so I'm going to start out with my Christmas Club fund, and tomorrow I will be announcing the winner of the Christmas planner. I'm really excited about that, and thank you so much to everybody who participated in that and left a comment to enter. I'm going to do some more giveaways on my channel. I know that, you know, it's unfortunate that only one person at a time can win, but I just think it's a nice way to connect and also to show you my appreciation and thank you for watching my videos. Plus, I was very excited to kick off the Christmas in July series. I also wanted to mention to you that I do have a Christmas savings tracker. It is a printable PDF. It is listed below and it is linked to my blog. So if you're interested in having one, it's very basic. You can change it around though if you have anything that can alter PDFs like an Adobe program, but it is just something really simple and quick and easy that you can print out and keep track of your Christmas savings. So I'm going to do more videos about that because I think now is a really great time to start growing our Christmas funds. So I also wanted to make sure that you knew that I have a new Instagram. So if you are checking out my old one, it is set to private just so it doesn't get confused. I don't want to get rid of it altogether just yet, but I do have my new Instagram name linked below. So if you're interested in that, please check that out and come visit me over there. I'm going to be posting very often. It's not going to be like the other one. So today I'm going to update this with the date of July 4th. So I think that is the day that I was starting to focus on the money for the week and what I was doing with it. Now, the reason why I had a lot of extra money, in my opinion, it was a lot to fund my sinking funds, is because my husband got 3 weeks worth of back pay from his unemployment. So he had 12 weeks that he had requested or filed for it total, and they were able to pay him 3 weeks of it and are forcing him to appeal the rest, which I don't understand because it was all done the exact same way. It's all above board. They found nothing wrong with it, but I guess that's just the process in the state at this moment. At least that's what they told to him. So it's frustrating, but we were also super, super happy just to get what we did, and it's hopefully going to, you know, keep us moving in the right direction. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color a different color this week, and I was able to add 770, or I was able to grow this to 770, and that means I cannot color in 775 because I don't have quite that much yet. But it does give me an opportunity to color in, sometimes I can't talk, goodness, color in 4 blocks. So that is very satisfying. I also wanted to mention, I'm so sorry for my last video and the distracting noise. I wasn't chewing gum. I was actually having cough drops. I just have had such problems with my allergies lately, and I had stopped and paused that video so many times, and I honestly didn't think I was being obnoxious with the cough drops, but I think I was. So I'm so sorry for that. I know that is distracting. I should have just paused the video until I got myself under control, but yeah, sometimes that happens. And what else can I tell you? Oh, well, today is Monday. Today is July 6th, and what I can tell you is I return to my regular office at my place of employment tomorrow. Today is what they're calling a furlough day, but I don't call it that because it's just an unpaid day because we got a straight across the board pay cut, which I'll be seeing in my paycheck as of next payday. So I'm really nervous about it. I'm not so much nervous about, oh, we're going to go back and it's going to be high risk virus. That's not what I'm feeling right now. I'm just nervous because I've been in this space now for, let's see, March 16th, April, May, June. It's going on 4 months. And this is where I'm used to working. I'm used to working from my home office. I'm used to being productive here. And I just find it, I don't know, I just find it motivating, the space that I have set up and the space that I've worked on, and I'm just really, really disappointed that it has to come to an end. Now, of course, everything does. Nothing lasts forever, but still, I'm just disappointed. So I'm nervous about everything. I have anxiety about it. I'm really letting it get the best of me, and that's kind of embarrassing. So I just hope that everything goes easily and you know, just as easy as possible, the transition. I have $404 in my dog fund. So sadly, this is my little pug tracker. Sadly, we think that our one little pug, she's actually the middle dog, we think that she is going deaf or she's hard of hearing. She's such a cutie, and she's very willful. Not in a bad way. I say that it sounds bad, but she just has such a strong spirit, and she's just a great little dog. She's so smart, and I can't say enough good things about her. I just think she's just a wonderful pug companion. But lately she has been ignoring us, and you know, kind of thinking she's being like a little bit insolent. She doesn't want to be bothered, or maybe she's just moody because sometimes, you know, our one dog, the youngest dog, she kind of bothers the other two a lot sometimes. And so I really thought, well, maybe she's just, you know, not wanting to listen, or she's just not interested in some fashion of, you know, being a part of things or coming when she's called. And we were kind of doing some tests and kind of like, you know, clapping hands around her or opening any kind of bag, any kind of like cellophane or loud snack bag or something, always brings them running, and it's just not bringing her. The only time I really notice that she kind of follows suit is if she sees the other ones running. And so she'll kind of jump up and she'll be part of it and things like that. But it's really heartbreaking. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take her to the vet. Our other pug has to go too because we had to reschedule her visit. But we're going to take her, and we are going to see if he can see any kind of blockage in her ear canal. She has a lot of earwax, like a lot of pugs do. And just see where we're at with it. I don't know if there's anything we're ever going to be able to do for her, but I'm just really concerned, and I just feel kind of heartbroken about it because she's such a good little pug baby. So anyways, that's where some of my money might be going for that. And I think if we do take them, well, I know we're going to, but I think when we do, I'm actually going to use the sinking fund money. And you can probably hear them. I don't know, somebody's probably walking down our street because they're losing their mind right now. I'm going to pause this just in case it gets too loud. So my savings fund, I have $14.55, and that means I cannot color in. Actually, going back, hold on, let me see what I just did color-wise here. All right, I'm going to use this color. So I have 1455, which means I cannot color in up to the 1500 until I reach 1500. So I'm going to color in 4 blocks, and I think that's pretty respectable. So trying to think of what else I could tell you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're enjoying the start to your July. We had a lot of fireworks canceled here, typical fireworks that happen every year at the same locations, you know, and kind of like traditionally. And those were, for the most part, canceled, but it seemed like so many of our neighbors had their own little firework displays, which is really nice because we could see them from our deck and we didn't really have to leave the house to enjoy, you know, a little bit of firecrackers. So that was nice. And, I don't know, so that was our 4th. We cooked out at home and just kind of enjoyed the day. And I don't know, sometimes when I think of the 4th of July, I think like, oh, summer's halfway over, you know, because I think my mindset goes back to after the 4th of July, you start seeing the school supplies coming out and a lot of the fall clothes. And then I got kind of sentimental because I used to be somebody who really, really loved decorating for fall and, like, you know, pulling out all the decor, the pillows, the candles, and just getting new candles. And I always wanted to like refresh the entire house when it was time for fall. And I haven't done that. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't done that. I didn't do that last year. We're hitting the emergency fund now, and that is I keep putting 7.6. It's actually 7.4, but it doesn't really matter. So I have all these blocks to color. So as you can see, that's pretty much where my husband's unemployment was to this emergency fund, which I'm really excited about. Because if you can see down here, the total I'm trying to get to is actually a little bit more than 18,000, but that's how far this tracker is going to go. So we're just going to start coloring down here. But I realized, you know, it's been a while, even in my mind, that I got excited about fall and transitioning the house and, you know, making new wreaths. I've always been like somebody who loves crafting and things like that. And I don't know, I just kind of lost it last year. And I hope that this year I can kind of get back into the swing of things and enjoy it again. Because I think over the past year, there's been just like a lot of different things that have gone on and stuff. And I think that I just kind of got out of the habit of taking things for granted, which makes me kind of sad. But I need to change my mindset because that's not a good way to be. So I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking how much fun it always is to hit Target and Walmart and get a bunch of new notebooks and colored pencils and tape and things like that, like things that you buy throughout the year, but you can get it so much cheaper during back to school time. And I love just kind of going and seeing what they have. I don't know, I just feel like I've never grown up in that aspect because my entire life I've been excited when it's school supply time, and I just never really lost that feeling. And so I kind of want to see what they put out this year. Now, that being said, I can also say that our local Walmart and Target, they have been so understocked with so many different things. Like either the shelves are half empty or they just don't have the variety and things like that. So I'm not sure when that's going to actually change, because I think that has a lot to do with COVID and, you know, the way retail has been going. But I just have to pause and say this is super satisfying to color all this at one time. But I'm really hoping that for back to school, they are fully stocked and things kind of feel and look back to normal. So I hope so anyway. I know that in our state, they do have a re-entry plan for kids to return to school in the fall. So, you know, hopefully everybody goes back safely and stays healthy. But hopefully they also have a good experience too, you know, it just hard times. But anyway, so we're up to $5,900 in this emergency fund, and I can tell you that if we are lucky enough to have my husband's appeal approved and he does get any more of that back pay, since we have been living on a side income that I've been doing through Grubhub and previously Instacart and things like that, since we have been making ends meet, I'm going to use that entire amount that he gets, whatever it could be, if it's $1, if it's, you know, $3,000, whatever it is, and I'm going to try and put it right here on this emergency fund. This is the most important sinking fund to me this year, and it is because I've talked about this before. I've just been, we as a couple have been really grossly underprepared for things to happen to our jobs. And we were really caught off track with both of us having all these setbacks, like with, you know, him being unemployed totally or laid off totally, and me being going through a pay cut and paying more of my insurance and taking more hits at work and facing another layoff in the fall. So many things that we never expected to happen are happening, and we're kind of having to, you know, face the truth and, or face the reality. And I just want to make sure that moving forward, that we use this time as productively as possible and prepare ourselves for anything else that is to come financially. So yeah, that's where we're at. So kind of a long ways to go. In fact, I'm kind of curious. So if we do 18,000 minus 5,900, that gives 12,100 to go for this fund. And I do have an endpoint for all my funds. Now I can reassess that once I reach those goals, if I'm lucky enough to reach those goals. And you may be wondering, where did you get 18,000? Typically, my salary has always been like right around 30. And if I times or multiply that by 6 months, that's $18,180. And that is what I wanted to save. So I am a fan of Dave Ramsey. I'm a fan of his baby step system, his cash envelope system, his emergency fund system, and where he really wants you to have like 6 months worth of bills, mortgage, rent, whatever the case may be. So I just kind of modified that for my own use, and I just said I want 6 months worth of salary. So even though I'm not making $30 a month anymore, I still am using that number. So anyway, so this was really fun. I'm glad we had a chance to chat, at least even if it was one-sided. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I was thinking about you, that I'm going to be doing the giveaway announcement tomorrow. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do read all of your comments, even if I don't get back to them right away. I'm hoping that if I have some time tomorrow, especially during a lunch break, because lunch break is going to be an actual thing again, that I can pop on my phone or my laptop and I can answer some of your comments, because I'm planning on using my lunch breaks for protein bars or a muscle milk drink, and just kind of hanging out. And if it's not too hot, maybe taking a short walk and seeing how it goes. But we have air quality advisories right now, and it is like 95 degrees where I'm at. So I have absolutely no desire to go outside and walk at the moment, even though that probably would be good for me. I just don't feel like it. So we'll see how the week goes, but it's supposed to be a heat wave all week. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel. I would super appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you stuck around and did so. Come join me over on the new Instagram. And that's about it. So I hope you guys are doing okay, and that I definitely see you in my next video. Take care.